Thank you very much. Good afternoon, guys. It is my pleasure to be in front of you guys to talk about some special teams drills. What we're going to focus on today are what we call our finish skills. We use terms top of the hill, which is work done at the line of scrimmage, and we call the bottom of the hill, which is work done by the ball carrier or the moment of truth. All right, so we're going to focus and hone in on our bottom of the hill finish skills from a return standpoint, be it punt return or kickoff return in those situations, guys. All right, just to make sure that we have tools in the toolbox at the moment of truth so we can allow what we call our cup to overflow, which is our confidence under pressure. Okay, so we're going to dive into that right now. We're going to start, all right, with our punt return finish skills drills. Okay, we have 3 things that we will do at the bottom of the hill at the moment of truth, right? And we've all used these terms before, right? The first one, right, when we're winning, when we're in phase, which everybody understands what in phase is, right? We can feel the defender. We can see his near number. That is exactly where we want to be, right? We call it finish skills a sit and fit. Okay, we're going to execute that right now. The next one, right, which is option number 2, is when we're out of phase. Okay, all defensive back coaches always talk about this, right? I can't feel the receiver. I can't feel my defender, right? I don't want to get my eyes back to the ball, right? Those corner coaches and safety coaches always work finish skills, right? When you're out of phase, we work finish skills when we're out of phase as well. That is when we want to execute what we call our high screen. So we'll execute that as well. And in the third option, guys, and a lot of times people don't talk about this. What do you do, all right, when you just lose at the line of scrimmage and your guy has separated from you? What do? Right? You don't want to continue to track him, all right, and at the bottom of the hill by the ball carrier, all right, potentially draw a penalty with a block in the back, right? So we actually rep, hey, let's cut our losses, let's release him, and let's go find work. Trust our returner to make one man miss, and let's go find work. So we're going to hone in on those 3 things right now, all right? And if you guys have any questions, man, please feel free to ask. All right, fellas, what we're going to do right here, all right, we're going to utilize that bag down there, that pop-up. That is signifying the returner. Okay, so we're going to have 2 guys on this cone, 1 each. We're going to have 1 guy on this cone. Obviously, the guy, come on, Ben, right? You are on the punt unit, right? So you are covering the punt, all right, trying to get to that pop-up, right, as the defender. All right, next one. Come on, Alvante, right? I'm in phase with you right now as we're running. I can feel you. I can touch you. I'm going to touch you. Once we get right here where we feel like once the ball carrier catches the ball within range, within a 10-yard buffer, we want to do what we call a sit and fit. The first thing that we're going to do being in phase, we're going to strike that near shoulder, right? What that does is, bam, that exposes his chest plate right there. All right, so once we strike the near shoulder to expose the chest plate, we want to slingshot with the offhand, bang, on that breastplate right here, and we want to give the returner a butt to run off of. We want to be on the low side so we can take away, all right, the tight turn right here, knowing that, hey, he's probably going to retrace when the ball carrier gets vertical, so now we can turn and run with him. So let's execute that right now. I'll go first just to show it. All right, we're going to jog. All right, as we're jogging, bam, I'm in phase. I feel him. Keep running. You covering the kick. Bam, I see it. Boom, slingshot, sit down, good base, my eyes under his eyes. All right, let's execute that, guys. At about 50%, just so you can get a feel for it. All right, and then you got to know, hey, as I'm in phase, like I'm close to the returner, I need to execute that, right? Bubbling him. Here we go. Sit, hit, running, strike, violent strike, right? Violent strike on that. We want to extend our elbow. So as he's running, right, I want a violent strike with bow. Right? Slingshot. Sit down. All right? All right, fellas. Sit. Hit. Shoulder. Expose it. Chest. Sit down. Good. That's it. Now you're prepared with your eyes under his eyes, expecting him to retrace as the ball carrier gets vertical, right? That's a great job. Let's get 1 more rep so I can see that. Here we go. Sit. Hit. Strike. Bang. Sit down. That's good. Now, right, we want to make sure once we do that, right, we want to keep our feet active. All right, not let them die in that situation, right? So we always want to keep our feet hot. Great job. All right, let's transition over here, all right, to signify when we're out of phase, right? So now all of a sudden, this is the defender. He is tracking the ball carrier, right? You're out of phase. You can't touch him. You can't touch him, all right? The biggest thing and the misnomer that a lot of people do in this situation is when we lose, we still try to track and find the defender and get to his hip. The quickest point from point A to point B is a straight line. So once I lose and I'm out of phase, I don't care where he is. I'm going to find the ball carrier. I'm going to find my returner, and I'm going to beeline directly to him because I know at some point in time he's going to have to bend the corner. I'm going to meet him there, and that's when I'm going to execute the high screen. All right, so do not track the defender. You are going directly to the ball carrier. Once we get down there, all right, we want to find the defender's armpit. All right, we want to be violent through the armpit, striking and clubbing through with that near arm. boom, getting high and sitting down. All right? We want to be violent with that, put body on body. Okay? We don't just want to rip and run through it and allow him to back doors. All right? We want to be violent through it, body on body. All right? Showing our back numbers. Okay? Let's show it. Sit, hit, run, find them, rip through, sit down, body on body. That's a great job right there. It's a great job, Shorty. Again, do not run to him. Run directly to the ball carrier, right? Here we go. Sit, hit, find them, pow, rip through, sit down, body on body. That's it, right? Find that daggone armpit. All right, club up and through, violently, right? Violently. Let's get one more look at that thing. Sit, hit. Bah. Good, good. That is the high screen. Now, as we're segmenting these drills, guys, right? We always want to start by segmenting them, but then we also put them together, right? So we'll put you possibly out of phase, but here's the deal, right? If I'm running and I find a way to get back in phase with the defender, what should I execute? What did we just work over there? The sit and fit, right? So now we put them together and you've got to make a decision, right? So you do one or the other early, and as you progress, you make it so, hey, you have got to make the decision at that particular situation. Does that make sense? All right, let's work the last one, guys. All right, hey, let's cut our losses. Bam. I got beat off the line of scrimmage, right? The defender is 4 yards in front of me, 5 yards in front of me. I mean, he is taking off. There's no way that I can get to him, okay? Let me get a third body right here. All right, you're going to be the next guy covering the kick, right? So at this point in time, I'm running. We're going. I can't do anything right here. I'm going to put my foot in the ground. Bang. Here's the next defender coming to me. I'm going to work up, right? Strike, all right? My eyes underneath his eyes, right? Striking, elbows in tight. All right, so we got 3 guys going in this. All right, so you be the next guy. I'll let you know when to roll, okay? So on the hit, right, once you cut your losses, once you see him put his foot in the ground, you go. All right, so this is the option C. All right, the release and retrace. Say hit. Bam, let it go. There it is. Climb up in there. There you go, right? Strike nice and tight. Elbows in tight, striking the breastplate, right? And giving the return up, but the run off of at that point in time, right? Staying square. Let's do it again. All right. Say hit. Put in the ground, bang, work up, fine work. That's it, that's it, that's it. Nice and tight, keep your feet, run your feet on contact, right? Let's get one more look at this with 3 guys. Here we go. Sit, hit, cutting your losses, bam, trust him, that's it. Bop. Great job right there, so great job.